show. Let's go! The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home. The church bells in town, all singing its song, full of happy sounds. Baby, please come home. Let's sing and deck the hall, but it's not like Christmas at all. 'Cause I remember when you were here, and all the fun we had last year. Pretty lights on the trees, I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me. Baby, please come home. Let's sing and deck the hall, but it's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here, and all the fun we had last year. But you know, it's not last year, is it? It's this year, 2021. Oh, we're right at the end. It's almost 2022, but we're still got a little 2021 in us. And a lot happened this year. Well, we were finally able to come back and do these conventions again. Sure, there's going to be a little plexiglass involved. There's going to be some masking up, but we're here, damn it. We're with each other finally again. We get to see each other, look each other in the eye, and go, hey, I know you. You were that guy from that show who played that one person who did that thing. And Jensen and Jared are here too. How many people? It's their first convention. Holy moly! Nice to meet you. I'm Rob Benedict. I played Chuck on the show. That guy that you used to really like, and then at the end you really hated. That was me. Oh, but I'm not the only one you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing, like I said, Jensen and Jared. Misha Collins is going to be here. Mark Pellegrino. Alexander Calvert. Al Cal. I heard that we might actually get to see Matt Cohen this weekend. I literally have not seen Matt Cohen in like 2 years in person. And so many other people. Ruth Connell, Howard Fergus, David Hayden Jones, DJ Qualls, Brianna Buckmaster, Kim Rhodes, Sam Smith. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. You guys, get ready for greatness, because it's going to be an awesome weekend. And honestly, Nashville's one of our favorite places to come. Yes, music capital of the world. And you know, I love the music. I love it so much that I bring my band with me. They're gonna be with me all weekend. Let's meet the boys in the band, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, on the bass guitar, I'd like you to meet my good buddy. He's a robot, Mr. Mike Borha. I have free will. We are buying t-shirts. We are buying joke t-shirts. On the drums, It's good stuff, Mike. Sometimes the robot really kills it. What are we talking about? What to play and who's coming and
How to play it.
guys, let's get the show on the road because there's a lot going on and we're gonna kick it off in high gear. We don't slow down. Your first guest is somewhat of a legend in the business. I've been watching this guy's work for about 20 years and I always looked up to him literally because he, like most people, is taller than me. Please give it up for the one and only DJ Qualls! Yeah, DJ. Hey, Nashville. It's good to see you all. So I'm from here. I don't know how many of y'all know that, but I'm from here. I've been back in many years, and y'all messed this city up. 2 houses, 2 tall houses on one tiny lot. Traffic's terrible. So, show of hands, who's ever played or knows about the world's crappiest game show? Oh, good, a lot of virgins here. So we're gonna play literally the world's crappiest game show, but first I'm gonna talk. I got a little stuff on my mind. So I've asked for a few photos to be up on the screen. Can y'all backstage let me know when they get on the screen? Yes? Anyway. Well, my story kind of depends on it. So, if they don't get it, they're on my Instagram account, the last post. What? Okay, so look. So, just look at this photo for a second. Pay special attention to the man right there. Right? So, I just got back from Germany. I went to German Comic-Con. It was great. I saw all of fans. I felt like a king inside the con. However, Germans, I'm not saying Germans are mean, but what I will say is that they've developed this look. And I think it means you don't belong here, or why are you in this neighborhood, or you're talking too loud. I don't know exactly what it means, but I got it a lot. Exhibit A, the man right there. I was just putting my back, I wasn't talking to anybody. So, before this, let's rewind. So, I entered German Comic-Con, high-fiving people, and everybody's loving me, and I'm loving them, and it's great. So, but the promoter of this convention put most of the guests who are appearing in the big city in Dusseldorf, and put us in what I come to understand was the Arkansas of Germany. Y'all. We went out to this bar one night. It was me, and don't know who Ricky Whittle is. He's the lead of American Gods. So he's a really good friend of mine, and we have the same appearance agent. So a lot of times we appear together, and we just laugh the whole time. And it's wonderful. And so I was like, my agent's wife, who's I guess my co-agent, was having a hard time sleeping, and she couldn't sleep for the first night she was there, and they got a night before me, so she couldn't sleep for 2 nights in a row. So I was like, hey, Pauline, I'll take you out to a bar tonight, and I will put you out. And when I say that, I really mean it. You may throw up along the way. Anyway, so I Googled dive bars, and we were in Hagen, Germany. Hagen. No relationship to Haagen-Dazs, because Haagen-Dazs is a made-up word. It's not even a real thing. And Germans hate it when you ask about it. Believe me, I know. So we go out, and Pauline said she was too sick to go out, but I had already picked a bar, and once I write something down, it has to happen. So I cannot be altered. I can't be moved. So we go out there, and it's fine. It is the shittiest bar I've ever been to in my life. It literally is the West Memphis of Germany. So, I hope nobody's here from West Memphis. It's not a nice place. And so, facts is facts, right? So we go there, and
the biggest soccer match of the year is happening in Dortmund, the neighboring town, right? Again, there's nobody in there. Well, the soccer match lets out, and they lost. So they come into this bar, and people, and they were basically looking at us like this. Was are you doing here, y'all? And it's like, y'all, you know what I mean. They were thinking it. So they didn't want us to be there, and so I get up and go to the bathroom downstairs, because all the bathrooms in Europe are downstairs for some reason. All of them. And so like in the basement. So I go into the basement, and I go into, and I'm pee shy, so like, have I ever told you about the urinals in Germany? They don't put up walls next, so you're just peeing, and they put a spotlight, and you're like, really penis display boxes. And like 14 different men are trying to pee at the same time. And so I go there. I don't know why I'm showing you that. You know anatomy. So I'm standing. So what happens is the first time I was in Germany, I go up there and I'm standing. It's really hard not to do the gesture. I was standing, and literally there's a spotlight right here, and it's a bowl, just a bowl like this, and just like 14 bowls. So I stand there and can't pee. I cannot pee. And so then a man comes to this side, a man comes to this side. I still can't pee. I still can't pee. Happens over and over and over again, so I start feeling like a pervert, so I fake tapped and walked out. Don't wash your hands, but you know what I mean. So why was I telling this? Oh yes, the bathroom in Germany. So I go downstairs, and I go into the stall, because you know, that's the story I just told you. So I go to the stall, and a man comes out to the urinal and does this, Schwein, calls me a pig. I never even met him. So I was like, maybe Germany doesn't love me. And then I was at the airport, and then a man, me and Chelsea, do you know who Chelsea Reese is? She's on the 100. Anyway, she showed up at the airport, and then everything went to hell. They wouldn't check my bag. Germans love rules. Even when the rules don't make sense, they love rules. And I'm like, I'm a gold member, you must pay. And so I was like, fine, I'll pay. But then their system was broken, so I couldn't check my bag. And then we go through security and get a man yells us something terrible in German, and I have no idea why. And then I had a travel size, like vial of contact lens solution, like a trial, like a sample size. You just do that, 2 drops in each eye, almost caused an international incident. Then we go to the bar and have the best cheese pretzel we've ever had in our whole lives. We're feeling great. I have 4 rum and cokes. I'm ready to go home. And then Chelsea, I never saw this until after I sat down. He looks at me like that. And then can you show the next slide? This is on my connection. Look at that. I'm doing nothing. I'm not talking loud. That is the German stairs, like this. Right? Show me the last slide. I inspired this. I'm a nice boy. I have no idea. I thought Germany loved me, but I left knowing that Germany doesn't care that much about me. So, but I'm here now, and I'm happy to see y'all. So now the next phase of our programming is something I like to affectionately call the world's shittiest game show. And you're all gonna play it. Okay, the object of this is, I pick a number between 1 and 125 before we start. And it gets worse from there. Wait 1 second. I write the number down, and then every time you ask a question or make a comment, you have to guess at the number, and you're going to win a terrible prize. And and the prizes are always, I'm a pack rat, I never throw anything out of my backpack, so I always just pick whatever's in there. So let's see what's in there today. Okay. That's a handful of vitamin C. We can't do that during COVID. So, okay, it's a sort of like a heart thing that's been stitched. It's like a virtual hug that you can touch, because we can't hug each other now because something bad will happen. But I always like to give a choice of prizes. So this is the box that my earpods came in. And this is signable, and this is not. So if you want something unsigned that says hug on it, it's an embroidery, it's this, and I can sign this box for you. Anyway, I told you, it's the world's crappiest game show, right? Okay, so, hello everyone, welcome to the world's crappiest game show. I'm your host, international celebrity and style icon, DJ Qualls.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Because you know what? If I don't say I'm joking, then somebody someday is gonna be like, he just stood up there on that stage and said that with a straight face, like he believed it. And it's like, Tamara, relax. You didn't mean it. I don't know who Tamara is, but if you meet her, tell her I was joking. Okay, let's start this. I'm gonna pick the number right now, and y'all can win one of these crappy prizes. I may pick 2 winners, but my backpack's getting real heavy, and I need to get rid of all this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna pick my number. Hey! Hello, do I have any contestants yet? If I don't, I will come out there. Have you ever seen what Oprah does to people who don't talk? Do I have any? I don't have any. I have no contestants for the World Cup. Yeah, don't you have to walk up there? Oh, I didn't say that, did you? Did I? You have to walk over there. I can't see you guys because these spotlights are blinding. All right. See, this is how it usually goes. Wait, do I normally have to tell people to line up on the sides? I never had to do that before, y'all. What are you doing? Okay. What? Oh, it's been a long time. I don't take that as an excuse. It was last weekend. It was all over the internet. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Wait, what? Inca, binka, bottle of ink, a cork, a lock, and you stink. You go first. That's how I make all the major decisions in my life. That and my Magic 8-Ball app. Just never wrong.
Hey honey, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. You're looking very fine today, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
I do think you're a style icon.
What?
I do think you're a style icon.
That's so sweet. You know what? My friend dressed up as me for Halloween, so I guess I do have a pretty distinct style. I don't know if it was actually Ty's ex-girlfriend Maya. She did it. She looked better than I did. But yeah, it's a sort of a uniform. You can't go wrong with faded jeans, a button-down shirt, a hoodie, and a jacket. It's in a flat cap. I don't know how to do hair. So you know, a lot of people think that I don't have hair. I have a head full of hair. I just don't know how to do it. So I started wearing caps about 15 years ago, and I don't own a brush. I don't even have a brush or a comb anywhere in my possession.
I'm thinking that's a little too much information.
Wait, is there anything gross about not having a brush or... Is my zipper down? I mean, I get haircuts, and I do all the other stuff you're supposed to do with grooming. I just don't know how to do hair. Was that your comment? You don't have a question?
Not at all.
All right, okay, I'll take it. What's your, oh no, was it not at all, you have a question or not at all, you don't have a question?
Am I allowed to have a question? Oh,
You can do whatever you want.
I'd love it.
I'm here for 35 more minutes.
Since you're from Nashville, I would love a recommendation to go out to a bar tonight.
Oh, that's hard, man, because I don't know anything. They closed Edgefield Tavern. It was a place where daytime drunks went, and we're still there in the nighttime. And they closed it, and it was really close to here. Oh, do you know what's close to here? It's Elm Hill Tavern. Tell them DJ Qualls sent you.
Excellent.
Go there, I'm serious. I think it's on Bradley Parkway. I'm telling you, it's like less than a mile from here. Go there. But don't get so messed up, because we have stuff to do here tomorrow. What's your name and your guess?
What's my name? Susan.
What's your guess?
42.
Thank you, Susan. 42. Okay, y'all, there's somebody here from my high school who was walking around with a yearbook. I will pay you $10 every time you report that she's trying to pull that book out. Hey, I'm great. Is that mic on? I think that mic's not on. Put the yearbook away! I'm not joking. Put that damn yearbook down. See, I don't have much power in this world, but in this world, there's security all over the place. And the magic word is cucumber. Cucumber! I can't hear you, that mic's broken. Hey y'all, the whole convention comes to a screeching halt because of one broken mic. I'll come down there. They're gonna put me on the stroll. I'm happy to be here. This is close to where I'm from.
I read an article once that,
I probably didn't say that.
yeah, it was revealed that you and Jared had went out, you thought you were done for the day, so you went out with drinks with Jared. You thought you were completely done for the day. He was done for the day, but you weren't. So you were kind of drunk.
Jared took me to, I can't remember what episode it was, but it was early on. Maybe it was my first or second episode. But Jared took, how do I get back up on the stage? Do I have to climb up? So Jared took me out, he was like, hey, do you want to go to lunch? And I'm like, I guess that's what's done around here. So Jared's like, let's do a couple of tequila shots.
Do you remember which episode?
Oh, they're side stairs. We went out to this place called the Cactus Club. So Canada does something that no other country does well in the entire world. Canada is master of the upscale chain. Like, and they're not embarrassing to go to. It's not like going to like an Applebee's or an O'Charlie's. By the way, O'Charlie's is the only liquor by the drink place in my hometown. So if you want any kind of booze at all, there's not a beer joint, there's not a bar at all. You have to go to people getting wrecked at the O'Charlie's on I-24. So, I can't remember what I was talking about. Jet lag. Oh yeah, wait. Do I remember? Tell me. Oh yeah. So we went out to Cactus Club, and I discovered the best dish in the world. It's called sweet chili chicken. And you order it, but then you ask for the lettuce wrap cups, and you make your own lettuce wraps. They're very good. And as a matter of fact, every time that Garth ate on Supernatural, that's what he ate. Except when I ate the cow hearts, those gelatin cow hearts, which are terrible. So we had to actually eat those gelatin cow hearts. We try to, if you watch it back, we're mostly just dipping our bread into the fake blood and eating that, which also was not a delight. So we went out, we had 2 tequila shots, and we get back, and he's done for the day, and I have to finish 2 more scenes. So, and look at that point, I wasn't a big drinker, and 2 tequila shots on a quasi-empty stomach loaded me. There's no way to gracefully do this. I'm gonna have to fix that mic. So what was your name and your guess?
My name is Stacy, and I'm going to go with 99. Was that happen to be the Japanese booze monster episode?
I think that's called Party on Guard. I think it may have been Party on Guard.
Was that the episode that you happened to have maybe a
I think that was my second episode, so maybe it was. I think that was second.
That would have been appropriate.
That was my favorite episode to film out of all of them. It was so fun. Pretending to be drunk makes you feel actually a little drunk, and maybe I liked it so much because I was drunk. I really don't remember. So I didn't realize there was a difference between antiperspirant and deodorant until like 2 years ago. So I've been using antiperspirant my whole life. There's aluminum oxide in it, so I'm worried that my antiperspirant gave me early onset dementia because I can't remember things anymore. It's either that or it's the alcohol. Oh y'all, did I tell you what happened to me? I was just in Toronto filming this top secret project that I wish I could tell you about. I actually told 6 people about it earlier today, but no more. They made me sign a non-disclosure agreement, but it's a very, very good thing, or cool thing I just did. I hope it's good. So anyway, it's very cold in Toronto, like very cold. As a matter of fact, when I told people I was moving to Vancouver to do Man in the High Castle, everybody down here said, why do you want to move there? It's so cold. And so I made fun of them. Toronto is code. It's very code. It's so code that I was walking around making this noise. People are like, oh hey, you okay there? So I get to Germany, and I leave people stashed all over the world because as actors we're nomads and you make friends here, and you don't see them for 5 years, and you're shooting there again, so it's all hands on deck when you come into town. So I had a going away party from being in Toronto. Then I get to Germany and look at myself in the mirror, and my eyes are beige and my face is yellow and red splotched. So I think I have liver failure. So I look online, I'm like, I think I have liver failure. Well, yep, beige eyes, So I text my friend, Holly, who's my makeup artist friend, and she was like, hey bro, because she thinks she's from California, but she's from Canada. She's like, hey bro, you got windburn there. And windburn thought it was jaundice. Hypochondriac. So hey, welcome to the world's crappiest game show.
I am so excited. Hi. My question for you, since you seem to be a drink connoisseur, what is your favorite drink?
Ooh, that's a good one. What's my favorite drink? I like them all. I'm not a big whiskey fan, so I actually was born just outside of Lynchburg, Tennessee, and the smell of that stays with you. So whiskey is not my friend. It's sort of like the sour mash comes over the mountain, and we lived in what we called hollers. For real, it was like a Loretta Lynn song. But it was real. And so I don't like whiskey-based cocktails. You know what I've fallen in love with since I moved to California? I love a good margarita. I just love them, love them, love them.
There you go.
That's probably my favorite cocktail, but my go-to drink is Captain Morgan Diet Coke with lime, because rum is alkaline. It's actually good for you.
Awesome.
It's probably not, well, it's not all the way good for you, but it's less bad than a lot of things. So that's my answer to that. I'm gonna live forever. What's your name and your number?
My name is Angela, and my number is 33.
Okay, let's go. Hi, welcome to the world's crappiest game show.
Hey, glad to be here. Glad to be here. My question is, you, as Garth on, you got a lot of hugs or different characters. You're a good hugger. Who gives the best hugs in your opinion?
Me?
Who gave you the best hugs?
I mean, they're called Garth hugs. They don't call them Dean hugs. They don't call them Sam hugs. Let me see. I like how my body fits better. With Dean. But Sam smells better. Okay, so what's your name? I can't tell this because I have liver failure, but I'm blushing. Okay. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Anna.
Oh, that's my sister's name.
Oh, that's lovely.
What's your dad named Donnie? What's your guess?
1. Did I lose?
Yeah, you totally. I can tell you, it's a game show. It's not a good one, but it's still we got rules.
How's it going?
You may be the first male to ever play this game. I encourage more men to get
Well,
involved.
then I should win, right?
Yeah, come on. It's equal opportunity. Everybody should win something terrible, no matter what your gender is.
So I think we've all heard that there's a lot of pranks that go on. What would you say was the best prank you were involved in during the show?
I'm hard to get, but they definitely tried a lot. Somebody put, there's some things that exist called canned fart spray. That was done in my trailer once. I hate mayonnaise to death, and somebody put mayonnaise in the handle of my door once. Like, I hate mayonnaise to death. Like, it makes me gag. And it was right underneath, when you pull hard on the trailer door, it came squished all up in my hands. I didn't like that. But probably the most clever is that I had a scene in, I can't remember what it was, but I was playing Corporal Bobby Brown. I was playing like a military corporal. And I was dressed in like fatigues, and Sam and Dean are already in this morgue, and I come in, and the scene was supposed to be, they're like, can't you dress in an FBI uniform? And I'm like, I can't, right? Or whatever. And so the scene was really supposed to be, they get the coroner's report, read it, and then I'm like, hey, hand that to me. And so then Jared hands it to me, and I'm supposed to just read it, look at it, and hand it back, right? Well, they're the stars of the show, so their coverage is first, obviously. And so they went, and then it was my turn to go. I opened up the file folder, and Jared had turned it over and taken a pencil and drawn stick figures doing terrible things to each other. All over. Like, ungodly things. But that actually, it didn't really get me. I smirked a little bit, I held it together. What actually got me once, I was in a coma, and I'm in a hospital bed, and they always trying to mess with me, and I had my eyes closed, and I had two above me, and my eyes were closed. And when it was my coverage, first of all, Jensen started squirting me with a hypodermic syringe, like spring water. That didn't get me. What got me was, so Jared's legs are so long, his zippers are like 14 inches long, so I just hear this. And he laughed, I knew exactly what he was doing, he was unzipping his pants. So yeah, a lot of things going on. But it's funny because a lot of the guest stars are like, no, never got pranked. I'm like, we're on the same show? I got so much stuff that
actually, I had a scene where I got hit by a car and I was laying on the side of the road, and I went in there and there was a rubber gimp suit that I thought was a joke, but it was what you're supposed to put on when you're laying down in water. You're supposed to put it in underneath your clothes, and I didn't. I laid there freezing all night because I didn't know I was supposed to put that on. I thought they were messing with me. Okay, so what's your name and your guess?
Michael, 69.
There's always has to be one in every crowd. But you never know. Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? So this, for some reason, this works. This speaker works best. So tell me what's on your mind. I get it. Sometimes me too.
So in the gag reels on season 15, I just wanted to say that I love whenever you forgot your line and you just told Jensen and Jared, here.
I'm not sure. This is like when Ty's in a foreign country, you can't understand what anybody's saying, and so I have to interpret it. Can somebody interpret that for me? I have no idea what you're saying.
You were telling them whenever they were basically leaving your house, you were telling them to be safe and drive safe, and you didn't say it at all. You said
Oh yeah. In the gag reel. Yeah, I remember that. You know what? Being in the gag reel Supernatural is almost equivalent to being punked. Remember that show Punked?
Yep.
It's sort of an honor. It's embarrassing, but it's an honor. I got punked. And that was, it was an embarrassing honor. And so to be in the gag reel every year is sort of an embarrassing honor. And I think I've been in it several times, actually. Which doesn't mean I'm a terrible actor. It means that I can't remember anything. Did I tell you about my deodorant? What's your name and your guess?
my name is Laura, and I'm going with 17.
Laura 17. They did write such a beautiful send-off for Garth to show that there's life beyond hunting and whatever. So, y'all, when they first told me that, thank you. So they wrote it, but it was. I loved what they wrote. I thought it was beautiful. But when I first found out I was going to be a werewolf, I was pissed. I thought they were trying to kill me. And so I was sitting on the sidewalk. I don't know what I was doing on the sidewalk, but I was sitting on the sidewalk. Actually, I know I was doing it. I smoked back then, so I was having a cigarette. And Adam Glass, who wrote Garth, told me, he's like, "Hey, bud, we're gonna turn you into a werewolf." And I was like, "What?" And so he was like, "It's gonna be fine." And so we found a way around it. Sharp teeth. He was gonna kill me, but I had a plan that I pitched to the writers that they would kill Bess, my wife. Hey, but listen, the reason why, there's reasons for stuff. I thought she had to die so I could come back and hunt, because I knew he wouldn't leave her. He wouldn't risk his own life if she was still alive. So I was like, I want to be on the show for her so she wouldn't die. They didn't go that way, obviously. They kept her. And I thought the send-off was great, and he got to hunt one last time anyway and be the hero. So it all worked out. Wait, you're Laura, right? Laura 17? All right, but I got the person asked the question. It's not me, it's the lights. Hello?
If you had a chance to, if you are Garth and you had a chance to be Angel or Demon, which one would you rather play?
If I wasn't Garth, if I could be an angel or a demon, well, demons are obviously much more fun to play. Actually, monsters are really embarrassing to play because when there's no sound effects or they haven't done the the glowing eyes or anything. You're just literally an hour stage doing this. The first couple times you do it, it's really embarrassing. Imagine just trying to turn into a werewolf and it's all gonna be CGI. You start like this. It's really embarrassing. And the other embarrassing thing is when you have to, like, I had to play the piano in sharp teeth. I can't play the piano. And I didn't have my glasses on, I can't see. So I can't see and I can't play the piano. Because I don't like to wear contacts. And when my glasses are, whenever you see me in any project and I'm not wearing glasses, I can't, this is as far as my vision goes. I have no idea what's happening around me. So they made me pretend to play whatever song we were singing. I don't know what it was, Amazing Grace, or I don't remember what the song was. But Mary Had a Little Lamb, so I was playing this like this. And they all had to do this. Pretend it was good. And Jensen winds up busting up, and I was like, this does not make me feel better. So maybe I want to be an angel. What's your guess?
My name is Lauren, and my guess is 15 for 15 seasons.
Oh. I wish I had something extra crappy for you in that bag. That was sweet. Come back next year when I can give you a handful of vitamin C.
What up, Buttercup?
What up?
So I'm from Tullahoma, so I'm like right next door.
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with Tullahoma.
Yeah.
That's where we used to go there to buy our school clothes at Goodies.
Yeah. Now.
Remember it well.
Yes. So, and I know Tamara, she's a bitch.
Oh, screw Tamara.
Yeah, my brother's ex-girlfriend, you know.
I hope there's not a Tamara in here. I really just made that name up off the top of my head. Is there a Tamara in here? Is there really one? Not you, Tamara, the other one. It's the other one that misunderstands everybody and can't take a joke. Not you.
Yeah, unless you dated my brother.
Is your last name Johnson? It was Tamara Johnson.
Anyway, so, I was just curious, of all the characters you played over your entire career, which character was your favorite?
Oh, that's hard. See, she asked did you guys understand the question? Am I the only person that can't hear up here? Okay, I guess so. It's not because I'm getting old either, it's the microphones. Or it's the speakers, it's something, it's the lights, leave me alone. It's so hard, and this is such a cop-out answer, because, like, when you do a job, you don't edit it, you didn't write it, all you can do is show up and do your thing. So when you actually see something, which I rarely do, honestly, you remember like, oh, that was the caterer that we had this, or this was the person that did that. You remember like there are 200 people on the other side of that camera. You remember all of them. So, and then also, you'll never look like that ever again. You know what I mean? So like, there are little yearbooks of your life. I was like, oh, that's what I looked like back then. Or that's what I sounded like. It's just so horrifying. I don't recommend it. Don't watch yourself if you want to be an actor. It's also just hard to watch your stuff in general. It's also hard to watch your friends' stuff. So I've told this a couple times, but I've never told it here, so I'm going to tell this. So it's really hard for actors to watch each other's work, and something really funny happened to me. My buddy got nominated for an Oscar, and it was like, so have you seen Blank's Academy Award or Academy nominated performance? And I'm like, I've seen Homie naked and crying in my bathroom. I can't watch that. I thought he went home. I went upstairs and he was naked and crying, laying next to the toilet. So I can't watch that, believe it. But they're all little parts of my life, and I don't know. I mean, I love Garth, obviously. I think he's probably the person closest to me. I love playing the guy on Legit, who's the most sarcastic little shit you've ever met. And he had the advantage that he's most of your districts, so he got away with it. And that reminded me when I was a kid and I was sick, and I was kind of a little bastard then too, because I could get away with stuff. Like, I threatened to run away if my dad didn't take me to Red Lobster once when I was sick. You know what I mean? I'm lucky to still be alive. So what's your name and your guess?
It's Kara, and the number 7.
Kara 7, I got you. How we doing for time? I want to know if I need to speed up. Y'all can talk to me, I'm right here. What time is it? Okay, 15 more minutes? Is that what it is? I don't have to speed up. Hey! Hey, buddy!
Is it working? Oh, there. What's up?
What's up, brother?
All right, so I got one question. All right, so I'm only 18, and I know you were drinking earlier. So when I turn 21, what's like the greatest bar to go to in the world? Like just to get like shit faced. Like I mean, I'm trying to like not even remember this night.
So here's the thing. So this is the honest truth. I didn't have my first drink of alcohol till I was 21 years old, and I was even at that living on and off in England where the drinking age I think was 18. So like I just didn't do it. Actually, I thought it was trashy because I grew up and I thought everything that my parents did was trashy. I was embarrassed by them. So they drank, like, hey bud, have this beer. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to Hollywood one day to be a famous actor. But really, that's what was happening in my head. Man, I'm lucky to be alive. But the first drink I ever had was a Long Island iced tea, and it was at a restaurant on White Bridge Road that's no longer there. It was in front of the Target, and I can't remember what it was called. Remember there's like a Target, there's Target on White Bridge Road. Is there still a Target on White Bridge Road? There's a little, so say you're going from the West End is here, you make a right on White Bridge Road, you turn into the parking lot, there's a Wendy's here, and there's a fancy, what's it? No, it was Charlie's Like. It was green, had the same colors as an O'Charlie's, but it was called something else.
Bennigan's?
No, we can be called names.
Dolls.
What?
Dolls.
It was dolls! Okay, thank you. I'm going on tour next month, you need to come with me. So I had, my first drink was a Long Island iced tea, and I don't recommend that. It did not make me feel good, and I thought drinking was trashy for like 6 more months. My favorite bar in the world, though, it actually is called the Moose in Vancouver. I mentioned it. My favorite bar in New Orleans is called Vic's Kangaroo Cafe. And if you want to, and I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything bad, because I'm a role model. I know. He just stood up there and said that with a straight face. But if you want to go to Vic's Kangaroo Cafe, all I'm saying is that you can get liver failure for $20. So do with that what you will, but wait till you're 18 years old and drink responsibly and don't drive, because it's so stupid to drink and drive. That's what Ubers are for. And a drinking and driving conviction lasts for 10 years, and it'll make you have something called SR22 insurance. You know what that is? High risk insurance. People will look at you with sad eyes, and you'll have high insurance for 10 years. You don't want that. I've never had a DUI, and also, if you want to be on a Supernatural-like show, Canada will make it hard for you to get in forever. Because if you ever have a DUI, you have to file out paperwork. There's literally a show called Border Patrol in Canada. It is 30 minutes twice a week of them denying Americans entry for DUIs they had 10 years ago, and it's the #2 show behind Survivor in all of Canada.
Wow.
I love it. You don't want to be on that show. Hey, what's your name and your guess?
My name is Caleb, and I go 96.
What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb?
Caleb.
Kaylin.
Yes, sir.
Caleb!
Y'all remember that. Y'all gonna hear that again one day.
What's your guess?
96.
Caleb 96. Okay, don't drink too early now. It'll stunt your growth. And smoking cigarettes is the dumbest thing anybody can ever do. Don't do that either. I'm not joking about that. I will. If I ever. Hey y'all, I'll tell you this. If anybody ever knows that Caleb's smoking, call me. I'll come back here. Hey. I don't know why I did this, but my sister never did ketamine, but I saw something on television that all other children were doing ketamine, so I paid one of her friends, Brittany, $100 to tell me she ever did ketamine. And Ryan found out about it and got mad at me and talked to me for about a year. That happened. Hey!
Hi. So my question is, what did you know about Supernatural when you auditioned to be Garth, and like what made you audition, and did you have any idea what you were getting yourself into?
Please take this in the best possible way. I was offered this. My name is DJ Qualls, and I'm on television. I'm joking! They did offer it to me though. So but here's the thing, I turned it down. I turned the show down at first.
Oh my God.
Because they sent me 2 episodes, and it was the one where Jared like falls down a hole and goes to hell. With no context. I'm looking at this going, it's 2 good-looking guys chasing monsters. It's like Baywatch, but like in the monster world. You know what I mean? Handsome people solving crimes. I was like, I'm not going to be on a show where I'm just not just less good-looking than the 2 leads, but staggeringly so. So I said no. But then I found out that they wrote Garth with me in mind. How can you not do that? I know, right?
Nice.
And honestly, around that time, there was a TV pilot that said they were looking for a DJ Qualls type, and I was too old to play it. So I was like, well, damn, I better get in on this DJ Qualls stuff before I'm too old. So I did Garth and just fell in love with him. And then the character came out, and from the first episode, he was popular. So I ended up doing a convention in England, in Birmingham, where I met Ty. So like all this stuff started happening, all the supernatural-centric stuff, and then I was on a plane with a certain actor going to New Zealand who took a sleeping pill and had a drink and tried to get off over the mid-Atlantic. And I knew I had to keep doing the show after that. And me and that actor became really good friends, and it wasn't Ty. Because if you try to get out of a plane, I mean, that's so ballsy, I gotta be your friend. Okay, what's your name and your number?
Heather, and my number's 24.
Where are you from?
Boston?
I can hear it just a little bit, okay. Heather, and your number's 24?
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather. You ever seen the movie Heathers?
Yes.
It is awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
great.
Awesome. So, you go to bars a lot from what I hear, what I gather.
It's not that I go to bars a lot. I have to qualify this so you don't walk around thinking that my whole life's in a bar. It is, but I want you to know why. It's because nothing shoots in Los Angeles anymore. We're always nomadic, right? So because there's no center of entertainment, you will move somewhere for 3 to 5 years like that. And you don't know anybody. So what you do is you find lodgings and you go to the nearest friendly bar and you meet the bartenders, and through them you meet their friends, and that's how you start life. It's the fastest way to jumpstart it. Otherwise you're hanging out with actors all the time talking about actory bullcrap and always talking about the show. And I need to have a life away from work. So for me, bars are like community centers. I'm not sitting around all day getting wrecked like I do sometimes. So what's your
I feel
question?
it. My husband's a musician and we're at bars.
Oh, and also my mom dated this guy named London after she left my dad, and he owned a bar. So at 5 years old, he would babysit me, and I'd go in there, and these old men would give me peanuts, and give me beef jerkies, and those long 10-ounce Cokes used to come out. Like y'all don't know this, but you used to put 35 cents into a Coke machine, and there was a door, and you pull them out like this. So I grew up in a bar, and because I just thought they were swell places to be without the booze. So for me, they're like community centers. I will tell you about, don't try to pee into one of those, men, because that can't be done.
So, my question is, what is your favorite go-to bar munchy food? Like you're there.
Oh, mozzarella sticks all day long, twice on Sundays. I love mozzarella sticks so much. They're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. You can mess them up though. You just have to.
What do you dip them in?
Marinara and ranch, like a civilized human being. The thing is, you cannot be weak when you cannot be meek or worried when you cook them. You have to cook them until the cheese seems like it's going to ooze out. Otherwise, they're cold in the middle. The DJ Qualls story. Okay, what's your name and your guess?
My name is Tara Jo, and my guess is 76.
77. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm no longer going to ask anybody to clarify their name. I'm just going to write what I think it sounds like. But I heard the number. Y'all talk funny down here.
That's what Tony says.
Hello. Hi.
My question is, what was the one moment in any of the episodes of Quick Guards that you think is his defining character growth moment?
Wow. Oh, it was, without a doubt, the scene where he stood up to Dean, and Dean thought he had a monopoly on Bobby, and it was like, Bobby's all of ours. It was a defining moment for the character. And actually, he and I had tears in our eyes in real life. Like, we're sitting there like, that's how good we are. No, it was so beautifully written, and we were going at it, right? And, Garth is the kind of guy that will let you kick him around if you feel like you need to, because it doesn't really hurt him. And Dean's the kind of guy that will roll right over you if you let him. And so Garth tried to do it his way, and like, you can say whatever you want, and then Dean tried to do it his way and do whatever he wants. And Garth didn't like it, so he spoke up, and I think it altered their dynamic forever.
Yeah.
And then, he didn't kill me in sharp teeth, so I clearly he had some regard for me. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Happy, and my guess is 12.
Is your name Happy? I'm really happy. This game show is morphed into something real fun now, because y'all are gonna have to sort this out amongst yourselves.
How did you get started in acting?
Oh, that's a good question. It happened right here. So, I was working in a law firm called Law Offices of Bart Durham. This is the slogan. Have you been injured in an accident? Call 1-800 Bart Durham. And I was a paralegal. I had a scanner in my office, and if you were in an accident, I would go there and try to sign you up. And I would be like, your eye looks bad, you should see a chiropractor. And then I would take you to a chiropractor, and then we would settle out of court, and ta-da, everybody has money. And so, because I wanted to be in law, but I wanted to go to law school, so I wanted to get a legal background, So, cut to, I really wanted to be an actor, and I was doing plays locally, and Bart would always walk past me. Bart was such a sweet man, but he was an old man, and so he would come by my office and be like, he would come to all my plays and then fall asleep, but he always came. He was like, in his mid to late hundreds. And so he would sit there and he'd be like, come to my office, he'd walk past, then he'd walk back by and do this. Are you working? Or are you acting like you're working? Every day. So, but it grew old. And so there was an ad in a newspaper. They were looking for one-line parts in movie shooting in Atlanta. So I called the number, talked to the casting director. They brought me down. I was in a high school gym with 20 other guys to audition for a one-line part. And Todd Phillips, who went on to direct the Hangover movies and The Joker, it's his first movie. So they pointed to each of us. And the line was $250. That was the line. You had to say $250. So I said by $250. And then they sent us away. And then the casting director came out and she was like, "So Todd wants to talk to you." So we was like, "Look, we're having a hard time casting this part. We'd like you to take this script, come back tomorrow and read this other part." And I'm like, "Oh wow." So I go home and it was a lot of lines. I realized it was one of the leads, and I buckled under the pressure the next day. My air conditioner broke, and it was July, and I had a 1992 Toyota Tercel, and my air conditioner broke, and there were vinyl seats. So I arrived looking like somebody just dumped water on me. My face was all red, and I tanked. I was awful. And so I cried all the way to Chattanooga from Atlanta. Because that was my chance, right? Stop having to call people when they've been injured in an accident. And move to Hollywood and be an actor one day. And so, about 6 weeks later, I get a call that I got in the role. And then years later, I never talked to Todd about it, because I really was terrible in the audition. He told Rolling Stone that I was standing, my ears are so big and thin that they glow red, and I was really bright that day, and I was standing in front of a window where the sun was coming in, and I was sitting there talking to him, like trying to act, with these giant red bat, like glowing ears, and he was like, "I want to put that on camera." That started my career. I'm not joking. But but that doesn't keep a career. You also have to have a bunch of other weird stuff. Got it all. Oh wait, what's your name and your number?
My name is Josh, and the number will be 78 for season 7 episode
Josh 78, right? Yeah. I got you. See, I can hear again. It's the mask. It really is the mask. Sure. It's not mine. Hey.
Hello, how are you? Okay, so I am a newcomer, and I want to know, out of all the episodes you have appeared in, what was your favorite?
Have you seen all the shows, all the episodes yet?
Duh.
Let me tell you, a German girl took me apart after my panel when somebody asked me a question about how I felt about my send-off, and I told them what it was. And she came out and she was like this, "Thanks for the spoilers." And I'm like, I'm trying to answer a question. Close your ears. I don't know. If they said, "How do you feel about season 15?" Do that. Because you know I'm not going to talk about season 7 where you are. I'm going to intuit you're in season 7. I can't do that. What are we talking about?
I asked you, dear, what was your favorite episode you probably appear in?
Well, I mentioned it earlier. Without a doubt, my favorite episode was Party on Guard. It was fun. Also, I learned a funny trick about. Y'all ever see Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yes.
Okay, it was one of my favorite movies. So there's one scene where he's pulling a bicycle chain and he's doing this. And you could actually, the camera, it was a mistake. You could actually see the chain feeding up because there's no hole in the place he's pulling it. I mean, you know what I mean? There's a hole in the bottom of it. So he's pulling it up from off screen, and it's not, the 40 feet of chain is not actually in the pocket on the side of his bike. Well, I had to rush to a door, and I'm trying to open it. So I pull out like a little whiskey bottle. I down that, then I pull out like a little lock kit. Pick kit thing, then I pull out a flashlight, which is clearly too big for the pocket, then I pull out like something else, pulling this up, and a knife, all this stuff, and it's hilarious. I never knew how they did that, and they cut holes out of the bottom of our pockets, and somebody's there on the side at below frame feeding it to us.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, do you ever wonder why, like, all of a sudden, somebody walks into a scene in Supernatural, and the next thing you know, they have a club that long? It's because there's somebody down there. Movie magic. I love bashing it for everybody, but it was my favorite episode, and and I love pretending to be drunk. What's your name and your guess?
So my name is Jensen, and my number is 88.
Jensen 88.
Yep.
That's Jensen 88. My friend's nephews, they named their child Castiel in real life. So it happens.
Hi.
Hey.
And I want to tell you, I loved your character. First time I saw you on an episode, I thought you were just awesome.
Thank you.
My question is, I've seen you in other shows, and is your personality a lot like Garth? Because you play him so well.
Thank you. No. I'm not patient. I'm not patient. Have you ever heard the phrase, I will cut you, I will cut everyone? That's kind of like me, but no, I won't actually cut you. I don't suffer fools. I don't. Here's the thing, if you're mean to me, I will get angry at you, but then my brain does go to this place. What happened to you to make you like this? You know what I mean? Also understanding when things are my fault and that kind of stuff. But I can be angered. As a matter of fact, my ex once, somebody was making me mad, and I heard him say out of the corner of my ear, "You're making it angry." I can get mad. But I'm not mad today. What's your name and your guess?
My name's Martha, and my guess is 52.
Okay, 52. I did not name you the right name, but I wrote it down. I can't hear through these damn masks. Oh, and so people are naming their kids Castiel, and I got a Facebook, an Instagram message that somebody named their Komodo dragon Garth. That's what I get. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I was supposed to pronounce when you're my favorite character, and then my mom showed me the new guy, and I was like, this dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Start again. I'm sorry. I was somewhere else. I got the stage giggles. It happens. It's like Saturday Night Live, but it pays less. I'm sorry. Go again.
Okay, so I first saw your character in Supernatural, and then my mom, she showed me the new guy, and I was like, this is my favorite guy ever.
Oh, thank you. I made that because my sister was too young to see Road Trip. She was like 12 at the time. And I wanted her to know that I was doing something with my life. And so that was one of the big reasons. And also I was bullied as a child, so it was a little bit of an FU back to bullies. But when I was a kid, there was a movie called Can't Buy Me Love. And it was a similar kind of thing. It was really great. And so this movie, the new guy became sort of the Can't Buy Me Love. It was always on TNT, it was always on like HBO or whatever. So it was, that generation, I think it's a little bit older than you, watched that movie the way we watched Can't Buy Me Love. And it's what a great thing to leave behind. I'm not dying or anything, but you know what I mean? It's like, when you think about your life, it's like to give some kids some comfort and see the bullies getting theirs. It's kind of a nice thing to do. Thanks.
So I love your jokes, and I wonder, what was the best / worst joke you've ever heard?
The worst joke I ever heard? Oh man. Wait, somebody just asked me to tell them dad jokes the other day, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, here's the worst joke. And the worst joke I've ever heard that I can remember. What did the fish, wait. Wait, is it, what did the fish say when he hit the wall?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
See, here's the thing. Dad jokes are real. My buddy Phil, who I'm going down to see, and he's my other tie. I'm going down to see him in Alabama, and he in Huntsville, and I'll be in Huntsville next week if you want to hang out. I will be out a lot. He just had a new baby, and I don't know why I'm telling you that. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Caleb C, and my guess is 52.
50. Wait, 52.
She said 52.
Oh, 52 was just picked. You also have little Vanna Whites out there. I always need help with this, and the crowd always remembers who picked what.
36.
Now I'm nervous. Hold on. There's not been a 36 picked. Thank you so much. Check. Okay, hey.
Hi. My question is, do you think J2 messed with you on set so much because they were intimidated working with a model?
Tell me that one more time.
Did you hear my question?
Say it.
Do you think they messed with you so much on set because they were intimidated working with a model?
I was a model, y'all. I really was. I shot a product campaign and I actually walked runways for 2 years. Here's the thing. It was during that, so there's an episode of the Brady Bunch where Greg becomes a rock star because they already bought the clothes. He became Johnny Bravo. That's what happened to me when I was a model. Sample size back then was 34 to 36, and that's the suit size that I wear off the rack. And they wanted people that looked like they did drugs but didn't do drugs. It was during heroin chic. It was the early 90s. I was sitting outside of a Haagen-Dazs. A man came over to me once. I had just seen a pound movie theater, didn't have any money. I was in college, and I was eating my Haagen-Dazs. And a man came over and said, hey, can I take a Polaroid of you? And I was like, hey dude, I'm not gonna go home with you. And he was like, I would never do that with you. I'm a photographer, I think you have a weird face. So he shamed me into taking a Polaroid of me, and then 2 months later, I was in Milan doing a product campaign. But it was because I fit the clothes. I'm Johnny Bravo, I'm the new Greg Brady. Okay, so what's your guess and your name and your guess?
My name is Elizabeth, and my guess is 76.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth 76. Okay, that's all that we have time for because the band's here. So the number actually was... The number was 32! Was there a 32? All right. Oh yeah, and that's Angela. That's back when I was hearing names. Yay!
Congratulations, Angela.
I named something called Calliope. There was a Telin. All right, so meet me on the side of the stage, and I'll sign that thing for you, or you can have the thing I can't sign. I don't care. Thank you for playing the world's crappiest game show. And thank you for coming to my panel. Go.